On a real note though, this is actually so cool with this music and just the slow falling effect into the abyss. I love this. This is very awesome for the final boss. So to create this portal, you're going to need 5 obsidian and 4 lauren. Now, that just creates only 2 unstable obsidian. But, of course, you know how to make a nether portal. Get rid of the corners, all you need is 10 minimal, so you need to create this 5 times. So, in fact, you're really going to need somewhere around 20 of these laurens and 25 obsidian. So yeah, a little bit expensive, but again, you can get into this very early. And if you don't know where laurens come from, they actually come from these plants. A little bit of an oversight here because these plants are scattered around the whole world right away. So you can get these laurens very easily. The thing that's going to cost you a lot of time, of course, is getting this unstable obsidian, which costs a diamond pickaxe to get 25 blocks of obsidian. And to create the abyss portal activator, you're going to need 1 iron ingot, 1 flint and steel, and 1 bucket of lava. Alright, this is going to be a little bit crazy, so I'm going to take, of course, the Abyss Portal Activator, just like it's a flint and steel, and we're going to jump right in. Now, is it wrong that I'm jumping in with nothing? Possibly, but I really, really want to see what this looks like. Alright, let's go. Oh my god. Oh jeez. This place is crazy. This place is insane. I haven't seen a dimension mod added in Minecraft for so long. This is finally what we've been waiting for, and wow, did they do a sick job at what we have here in front of us. This is one of the best mod dimension I've ever seen. So you got to see the Abyss Chapter 2 up on the surface. It's a very chilling place, scary, spooky, whatever you want to say. It's not a place for the weak-hearted, but what is it like underground? So here it is. Very spooky place. Of course, you're going to find your overworld ores down here as well. If you really wanted to, you could do a playthrough where you only stay in the abyss. That would be a very cool mod playthrough. Very scary indeed too. The caves are very cool. I like these a lot. I just love the atmosphere of this whole mod to begin with. This dimension is really, really well made. And here's the abyss ore. This is the very beginning ore that you're going to find. It is actually still very rare, so it's not going to be everywhere. But you can make tools out of the abyss. Right here is the lauren ore. This stuff right here is your coal equivalent. You can make any kind of fuel source with it, and it's fairly common. Here is the fire abyss ore. This stuff right here is not as rare as everything else, but it is not super common either. It's a middle ground, and it's an alright ore when it comes down to material and its value. And just in case you're wondering how scary are the caves down here, this guy two-shots you with diamond armor, so you gotta be careful when you're down in the depths of the Abyss Chapter 2. Right here is the fusion ore. This stuff is super rare. I hate finding this stuff. It takes forever. I mean, I love finding it, but I hate looking for it. This stuff is actually pretty solid when it comes to weaponry and tools, so when you find this, you'll definitely be happy. And just a stage above that is the unknown ore. Nobody knows where it came from, or sometimes how to pronounce the sword that it creates. It's the unknown ore here. This stuff is very rare, judging by the fact that it has particles. You'll be super excited to find this ore down the ground below. Right here is garnite. This stuff isn't very hard to find, and honestly, it's not that great either. So if you find garnite, you'll probably like it, but I wouldn't hold on for it for too long. It's okay. So those are the ores below in the atmosphere underground. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. It's actually a very cool cave system. I like it a lot, but the ores themselves are very hard to find. Not to mention, they are a step up from diamonds, so anything you find down there is much better than diamond. Also, you gotta watch out. It's a very dangerous place down there. So while yes, it is a very good place to get better materials, there's a high risk. And just an FYI here, I have the best pickaxe that this mod has to offer. This is the Night Pickaxe, and it's one of the Abyss tools. It is very, very solid. But the downside here that I have with it, is when I put efficiency 5 with it, it still doesn't insta-break stone. It's just a little bit faster than diamond, but it's not going to be the pickaxe that you want to settle down with. Also, to create this, you need to kill a bunch of knights instead of mining. It's something you have to grind for, just like the swords. So now that I have shown off everything underground in the Abyss Chapter 2, I want to go ahead and show you every single mob and boss that this mod has to offer. Starting with our first mob, we have the Abyss Spider. It's a very bare bones spider, and it is one of the easiest mobs to kill. Next up, we have the Abyss Creeper. He's a speedy boy, but don't... Yeah, he's fast actually. Don't come near him. Next up, we have the Corrupted Cow. Or should I say, just a random cow here that... he's been corrupted. Okay, who am I kidding? Next, we have the Abyss Guard. This is the guy that we saw in the cave earlier, and you do not want to mess with him. He has a very good sword, as you can see, and he's no joke. Next up, we have the Scorpion Spawn Egg here. He's basically a spider, but it seems like... yeah, he's very fast. I would watch out for these things. And another spider here. This is the Abyss End Spider. I don't see the difference. Maybe he makes you blind or something. I don't really know, but I don't really want to mess with him either. Okay, he's fast. Next up, we have the Soul Guard. He is basically Soul Sand Man, and he is going to come over here and punch you into the sand, man. Here's a Night Hunter. He's part of the dungeons. You'll find a couple towers here and there, and you'll find these guys located in them. I have yet to see chests in those towers, but they have these spawners that spawn the Night Hunters. Here's the Abyss Force Zombie. We've been seeing him all video. I actually don't even need the spawn egg because there's a whole family of them over here. Yes, there is plenty of these guys to go around, and honestly, they're not super dangerous, but I wouldn't recommend getting in groups of 3 or 4 of them. Alright, here's the Eyely. It's a floating eye that gives me chills. I don't like it. Here is the That is the Phantom. Yeah, I don't like that guy at all. Alright, here's a Soul Lizard. Looks pretty tame, pretty nice. He's very speedy. Jesus, slow down, guy. Alright, here's the Lurker. He looks like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. He's about to climb out of your wall and murder you. If you have nightmares, I am to blame. I apologize in advance, but he does look very terrifying. I wouldn't mess with him. He looks like he's gonna kill. Here is me stuck in a chunk error. I don't think this is supposed to happen. Here's the Abyss Wolf. The wolf is cool. He's very nice, tame. He can hurt himself on blocks too. It looks like he's a little clumsy. The Dire Wolf is a badass version of that wolf. I don't know if he's supposed to have all these glitches on top of him, but regardless, this wolf is a badass. Next up, we have some Fireflies. They move in a little bit of a cluster. You can push them around, and honestly, these are very cool decoration blocks. They're very cool to put in your house and give yourself a little, like a creepy atmosphere. If you had like a creepy basement or something. I don't know. I kind of like these. Here's the Abyss Tag. It's like the cow version of the Abyss, but this guy actually drops steak instead of beef when you kill him. He cooks the food for you. He's a very generous cow. Of course, got the light fish. They go into the water. I would assume they swim in poison. I don't know why they would swim in poison, but they do. They thrive in it, we'll just say. And they're very cute, cool looking. Here's the blue version of him, of course. Oh, this one doesn't need water, it seems. Here's the Abyss Raptor. We've seen him a couple times lurking around. I killed him earlier in one hit, and I felt bad, so we'll have him sit around this time. I have no sword to murder him this time, so we'll let him go. Very cool. It's like a Pegasus from the Aether mod. Here's the Ice Skeleton. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. He doesn't have a bow though, so it's very weird seeing him without a bow. But yeah, he's an ice skeleton. There you go. Here is the Ice Knight. Spooky motherfucker. Looks crazy looking. I like it a lot. The character model is amazing. Next up are the mini bosses and final boss of the Abyss Chapter 2. Starting us off, we have the Elder. This Elder here is a mini boss, and you can kill him pretty quick with the best sword in the game. This sword is acquired not from crafting, but killing the final boss, which is why it's the best in the game. Here's the Roka. The Roka is a chunky boy, as I would describe him as the devil, actually. Oh my. Are your kneecaps good, bro? Yeah, this is the Roka, though, and I don't want to fight him. He looks terrifying, and he's making weird noises, and I hate it, so let's kill him. Roka is very hard to kill. It's probably a boss, I would assume, but not as much of a boss as the Roka End boss. This guy here is, well, he's a boss. This is like the devil if the devil was actually threatening. If I saw this in my nightmares, I would just stop. I would stop dreaming. I would stop trying to sleep. I'd be up all night trying to live because this guy would be hunting me every night. Using the best weapon in the game here, I can proudly say that he is strong, and he summons lightning at you as well when he's mad at you. Understandable, I do that too sometimes. And the Roka End boss spawns quite a bit of things. He spawns a monolith, and not to mention, he gives you a couple items. For one, he gives you the Sword of the Abyss. He gives you this terrible, I mean, can you look at this for a second? he gives you this terrible hammer with this cooldown of 1,000,000 years. However, it does do 25 attack damage. So it's better than the Sword of Abyss, but it's very slow. So honestly, it's your poison. And he gives us the final music disc as well. This is the only music disc that comes with here. It's called The Lost Abyss. I'm going to leave this music disc at the very end of my video so you can vibe to before I sign off for today. And right here is the monolith, of course, that he drops. If you right click on it, it brings you to... Where does this bring you to? So it brings you into this literal abyss here, and it wants you to speak to the fish. It says speak to soul fish. Use right click. The issue is I'm in the abyss and I can't see this soul fish, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't know how to get out or leave, and now I feel empty. I feel lost. I feel like I have no more purpose. I can't find my way. On a real note though, this is actually so cool with this music and just the slow falling effect into the abyss. I love this. This is very awesome for the final boss. So I'm at the bottom of the abyss now, on emptiness. It's called EOT block. I would assume it's the very bottom of everything. And you click on a fish and it brings you, well, back to where you started. So on that note, everyone, thank you guys so much for watching. No, for real though, this is such a cool mod, guys. If you really want to play this mod, the link is right in the description below, along with the Forge 1.16.5 download as well. If you don't know how to put this mod together and you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I will get back to you as soon as I can, which will be very soon, believe me. So if you need guidance on how to install this mod, then please feel free to ask down below. And yeah, with that being said, this is such a cool mod. I love this a lot. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, go right ahead. Leave down below also in the comments that you subscribed. I'll get back to you on that as well. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy your day.